Hello, Pinecone Forest. It is Cat, and there are 7,000 of you. Wow. Oh, I'm so excited. We have a lot of questions. I'm just gonna speed through them, go as fast as we can, so this isn't super long. Because you know I love to talk. Somebody asked, oh, what kind of mic do I use? So I have a Blue Yeti. I just went down to Staples and got it, and it's great. I really like it. Really like it. How does it feel to be loved by 7K people? It feels amazing. It's a little scary because I just kind of started this. I didn't know so many people would really relate to it, but I'm glad you do because I love making videos and I like that you like them. Broccoli on pizza. You know, I'm not really a pizza fan, but I feel like if anything was going to make it better, it would be broccoli. So I'm gonna say yes. That sounds good. What was your favorite audio or series to make? You know, probably there's one, I think it's like 20 or 30 minutes and it's like falling asleep with your girlfriend. I think I enjoyed it just because I got to fall asleep and it was really relaxing. It's just me breathing and like sleep talking and stuff. How are you able to collab with so many people? I just asked them. There's a lot of people I've asked that haven't wanted to collab, which is fine. My tip, if you want to collab with people, is be really organized. Remember that it's really generous for them to donate their time and they're busy. So when I email, I usually, like, I'll give a word count of the part I'm asking for and then kind of the deadline that I'm looking at. And sometimes I'll offer people a few parts. I'll be like, here's a bigger part, here's a smaller part, just kind of see what they can do. But not everyone can do it, which is fine. And sometimes I just try again. But yeah, I just ask. So be professional and respectful, and you can have a lot of fun working with people. Favorite book or book series, and what genre do you like? So I don't really read fiction. It takes a lot for me to get kind of pulled into a fiction series. I read a lot of self-help books. I've been kind of clinging to those for dear life because I really want to be a better person, and there's a lot of really inspirational, helpful, challenging books out there. What audio that you've made are you most proud of and why? Okay, so the hunted audio, because I had this idea for an audio that at the time had lots of sounds and layers, and then it was one of my first collabs with another voice actor. So for me, it was really complicated and I didn't know how to set it up, but I just really wanted to make it work, and it took weeks to edit. I think it'd be easier now that I've had some practice, but yeah, I was really proud of the hunted one because it was a challenge for me. Where do you get inspiration from to write your scripts? Just stuff that happens in life, conversations I have with people, or there have been times where, like there was the one I think is my most popular one, where it's like we have a fight and then your girlfriend apologizes to you. That I wrote because it was an apology I wanted to hear from somebody. So then I just flipped the script and then did it for you guys because I thought, well, if I feel like I need to hear it, you probably feel like you need to hear it too. So I do a lot of that. I write a lot of things that I wish I could hear from someone else. If lightsabers were real, how much would they go for on Amazon? I think they are real. There's no way they haven't made them. I think a lot of things like that, it's not a question of if we can make it, it's how expensive it is and if you could make any money selling it. Because no one's going to invest if you can't make more money. So I'm gonna say for sure that they're real. There's probably been like one made because they're expensive. I would say $15,000. Sounds about right. Okay. Favorite Slipknot song? I know that's a band. I think they're heavy metal. I don't know if I've ever heard a Slipknot song, so I can't say I have a favorite. There's a lot of bands I haven't heard. Okay. If I punch myself in the face and it hurts, does that make me weak or strong? Well, compared to what? So we know pain is subjective. So we can't really use it as a measure for anything unless you're comparing it to yourself. So you could say you're weaker or stronger than you were at a different point in time. I would say if you punch yourself in the face and it doesn't hurt, stop doing bath salts. And if you punch yourself in the face and it does hurt, why are you hitting yourself? Maybe stop. Pirates or Vikings? In a fight, Vikings, hands down, or hands up, I guess. As a people group, it's really hard for me to like rally behind really violent, sort of terrifying groups. So neither, I guess. How old are you? What type of music do you listen to? So I won't tell you my specific age, but I have Snapchat and TikTok, and I eat oatmeal, and I get up at 4 a.m. So that should tell you how old I am. Music, I love sad music. It's not sad to me, but I get complaints and people call it sad emo music. But I really love sad music because it mellows me out, because on the whole, I have just way too much energy. So it helps calm me down. I like chill step, and then I like dubstep, but also I think it's called trap. I don't know. Those two kind of get mixed up for me. So yeah, a lot of that. What helps you keep up with your tasks day to day? It's like you have an idea machine and you have significant focus. It does appear that way. And I am incredibly organized, but that's because I have to be, or I could not get through a single day. And people actually comment on this a lot, because I have a planner, I have lists, I have alarms set for everything. But if I didn't do that, I wouldn't make any appointments, or I would forget I had friends at all, and then I wouldn't eat or get dressed. So I think it's just a basic coping mechanism, yeah. So yeah, what helps me, just lots of reminders, sticky notes, lists, alarms. Top 3 items on your bucket list if you have one. No, I don't have one, and I need one. I really need one. The only thing I've had on my bucket list for my whole life, I've always wanted to ride a donkey. I've gotten close. I've gotten to lead a donkey around. I haven't gotten to ride one, but it's my fondest dream, so someday. Do you have a pet? Yes. I have a pupperdo, and there's a picture of her on Twitter. My Twitter's Pinecat Audio, and if you scroll way back, there's a picture of her and me on a paddleboard. Well, my gorgeous pale foot. What ice cream flavor do you like? Just chocolate, I guess. I'm not very fancy. What I like to do is I'll get a plain flavor like chocolate or vanilla, and then I buy a bag of chocolate chips, and I will just pour the whole thing into it. Because if you get ice cream with chocolate parts in it, it's never enough. It's not going to be enough. So you got to kind of take it into your own hands. Pepsi or Coca-Cola? Neither. I don't drink soda or coffee or alcohol or juice or anything really. I drink water and then plain black tea. I drink a lot of that, but that's about as exciting as that gets. How has your day been going? It's been really great. And how do you like your eggs, if at all? I do like eggs. I eat a lot of eggs. I went through a scrambled phase, but right now I'm really I like to get like a pile of quinoa or rice, and you cook the egg enough that everything is cooked except the yolk, and then you can stab it, kind of mix it up with quinoa. And that's kind of my thing right now. Do you have any tattoos? If not, would you ever consider getting one? Yes, actually. I have one tattoo, and I want a few more, but it takes me a very long time to decide because I want to be sure. Tattoos are really important to me. I admire tattoos because I think it shows a lot of introspection, like for somebody to have an idea that's really important to them and they want to make it like physically part of them. You take the time to design it and then to choose where to put it, and then you bond with it while you're getting the tattoo. So for me, I don't know, it's kind of a long process. But yeah, I have one. Where is the ocean? The ocean is in your heart. And some people have an ocean of love, and some people have an ocean of hate. And those are the only two options, I guess. Favorite dinosaur? Oh, yes. I love the Ankylosaurus. That's always how I've said it. They're kind of short and stubby. They have the tail with the big kind of mace-looking thing on the end that they can swing around and take out your ankles, which is why I think it's called Ankylosaurus. No, that can't be why, but I like that. Also, the Barononyx. It's sort of like a T-Rex with long arms and kind of a longer snout. Very cool. I think it's bigger than a T-Rex, but that one's pretty sweet. If you were to direct a movie, what would you want to make? I want to make music videos so bad. So I know not everyone does this, but a lot of people, it's like when you're listening to music or something, like there's always a music video going on in your head. Like you can see what's in front of you happening in real life, but there's just this constant other reel kind of going, which is why like it's so hard to focus on stuff because you have like this movie playing. So yeah, there's a lot of songs that I really want to do music videos, and in the style of audios where like, so in the video you would be experiencing it'd be like first person thing. I would really love to do that. We'll start a GoFundMe and we'll make some dramatic music videos. Not a question, but with 7K people, you could conquer a small island and grow your numbers to storm the mainland. Yes, and that is actually the plan. So we'll have to meet and discuss details, but the Pinecone Forest will rise again. Do you write your own scripts? If so, is there a way you come up with ideas? I do write my own scripts. I actually haven't taken any script submissions yet because I have so many, and I'm still working through scripts from now. It's been a year ago. I have no shortage of ideas and just struggle to get them made. Do you watch anime? If so, what's your current favorite? No, I don't watch anime. I really tried. I gave it the old college try. I couldn't get into it. I think it's just a little too dramatic and intense for me, and it makes it really hard for me to get kind of immersed into it. I just don't understand it. But I have seen, because I love the manga Death Note, and I have seen the animated version, which was really good. So I think that's the exception. I really love that. And I won't see or talk about the live action version. So we'll just skip that. Do you like waffles? I certainly do. Do you play an instrument? If so, which one? Yes, I play the trumpet. I play the trumpet because my sibling started learning the violin, and the trumpet was the only thing that could drown it out. So as an obnoxious child, we would basically battle. Neither of us got very good. It was just another way to fight, I think. Favorite show, favorite dessert. I like Frasier and The Office. My favorite dessert is a lemon tart. How did you get into voice acting, ASMR? Oh, well, I was on YouTube looking for guided meditation at the suggestion of my therapist, and I stumbled across some comfort audios. And I love them, especially the ones to like help you through a panic attack. Amazing. And I think a lot of audio artists start out this way. It's like we were using these audios and then we thought, hey, I could make that and then it could help someone else, which by the way, I think is super adorable that we're all kind of just helping each other cope. And we just take turns. making audios for each other in a way. I think it's great. I love this community. I'm not sure if anyone's asked this before, but if you play video games, what's your favorite video game? I love video games. The problem is I get incredibly addicted. And not just like I can't stop playing them. Like, so there was a month of my life where it was like those people you hear about on the news. I did not eat. I didn't leave my room. I would go to work and then come right back. And it's all I did. And I got like really sick. So it ended up, kind of scaring me. So I just decided, I don't have the self-control to play video games. So I stopped. Currently, I have an Xbox 360 and I have one game, and that's all I allow myself, and I just do speedruns on it. And that's just how I kind of keep it under control. You got to know yourself. You got to know your weaknesses. I do watch game playthroughs on YouTube, which is fun. And I don't get addicted to those the way I do if I would play a game. So, yes, I love video games. I just love them too much. They become more important than reality. Is your name Catherine? Is that what the cat in Pinecat means? No! So Cat is actually just a stage name. It's not my real name, but I have a great story of why I picked it. So there's a woman I used to work with named Cat, and she is the most badass person I've ever met. She had really, really long hair, like down past her waist, gorgeous long hair. And I was saying, have you always had hair long your whole life? And she said, well, I cut it once, like really, really short. She said that she was dating somebody who was a terrible person. And one day, she had this really long hair. And she said, I think I'm going to get, a haircut. Just shorten it up a little bit. It's been a lot to manage. And he said, if you ever cut your hair, I'm going to dump you because I won't find you attractive. So she said she went and she cut her hair and she shaved her head. And then she went and dumped this guy. And I don't know. I thought it was so great. Because, first of all, if hair is all that's standing between you and wanting to be with somebody, by all means, you shouldn't be with them. But I just like her style, I guess. Her independence. So she always just kind of inspired me in life. So I thought, Cat's a good name. Would you rather own a giant chicken to conquer the planet or be able to transform anyone into a pinecone at will to become part of your pinecone army? Oh, this is a hard one because I love chickens. I'm very, very in love with chickens. I used to actually train them and show them at one point. But being able to add pinecones to the army, conquering the planet, I'm going to go with the giant chicken just because I would love to ride a chicken. That's irresistible to me. I would love it. What made you start making these roleplay videos? Do you enjoy making them? So like I said before, I started making them because I heard people make them and I thought I could do that. I also love it because I love acting and I've been in plays and things, but I get so nervous performing live in front of people. So this way, I still get to act without all the fear of being in front of people. And yes, I really enjoy making them. What made you choose pine? Was it random or do you have a deeper connection with pine cones? I do have a deep connection with pine cones. I have a whole spiel on my about page about what the pine cone part means, like the jack pine and everything, and the symbolism there. But I just grew up in the pine trees, so getting kind of out in the woods away from it all has always been something really important for me and my mental health. So just the idea of being able to kind of take you guys out into the forest to just relax. Well, sometimes, depending on the audio. Are you just a sentient pine cone? Yes. Would you rather be completely bald for a whole month or take a shot filled with the hottest hot sauce in the world? Oh, I'd way rather be bald. The shortest I've had my hair is like maybe an inch. It used to be all spiky and crazy. It's longer now. but I feel like once in their life, everyone should get rid of their hair because it's lots of fun and you get to try all kinds of things and your head is cold. So I would recommend it. What's your goal for 2021? So last year really sucked. And I know that's true for everybody, like a lot of difficult things. But for me personally also, it really sucked. And I had to face a lot of things and I had to do a lot of personal growth that I was not prepared for and did not want to do, as these things often are. And like for 6 months, I didn't even have a bed. I was sleeping on a pool floaty and it was just the worst. So really, my goal this year is just to enjoy some things. And I'm taking it very seriously. I have cried so much and been so sad and I'm really sick of it. I would really like to have some fun now. So yeah, that's been a big focus of mine this start of the year, and I'm gonna do some fun things because with life a lot of times you pretty much have to create happiness. I don't think it often is just floating around there, and you have to be in the right mindset to accept it. So gonna create some happiness. Also, by the way, I have a bed now. I just got it a few days ago and I've been sleeping great and I love it. Do you think you can do ASMR gameplays? I would love to, but like I said, I don't have the self-control. I can't play games. There's way too many things in life that are important for me to get done. And if I played games, that's all I would do. Do you like to rip and tear? I'm assuming you are referencing, there's like a meme, like a Doom meme which went around, but I'm not really familiar with it, so I do not know. Can you show us a picture of your eyes? No, I'm not gonna do, I had like a sort of face reveal up for a bit, and I was considering going more personal with the channel, and I'm just not going to, because I've just had some really uncomfortable experiences. It's one of those cases of like one person will ruin it for the rest of them. Like I would love to be able to be more personal with you guys and like show my face and stuff, but it just, unfortunately, it becomes a problem, and I want this channel to be really fun and not stressful. So I'm just gonna be a big mystery. So I will never do a formal reveal, but here is my standing offer to you. I have been on YouTube for 14 years. There is a lot of stuff out there that I've made. If you somehow come across it and you recognize my voice and you want to ask, is this you? I will tell you if it's me. So there's that. I really doubt, I mean, I can't even sign into my other channels, which is why it's still out there. I don't know how to delete it, but yeah, if you think you found me and you want to know, I will confirm or deny. So happy hunting. When is your birthday? So I won't tell you specifically, but I'll tell you how you'll know. So if you go out into the woods, like at twilight, and you look up at the stars and you like sit down in the moss, and if you take a deep breath, if you can smell like fresh crisp apples and there are moths like flying around through the air, that's how you know that it's my birthday. How does your voice radiate so much positivity? Part of it is I do eat a lot of sugar. That'll do it. But also, like I said before, you have to create happiness. Like, I'm sorry, it's not just out there. You have to create it. And I think sometimes it could be fake it till you make it. One of my favorite tips is be your hype man all through the day. Just pep talk yourself. This helped me so much with anxiety. Like, I used to be so afraid of going through four-way stops and traffic, and I would just talk myself through it. So I'd be like, okay, you can do this. Like, you're going to do great. You're fantastic. You're king of the road. You can do this. And then after I'd get through it, I'd say, that was fantastic. You handled that so well. I'm so proud of you. And say it out loud. And it sounds ridiculous, but I'm telling you, you can hype yourself up and it will start to help. Before you leave, you know, you're heading out of the house, look in the mirror and say, you got style, you got swagger, like what you got going on. I like how you carry yourself. Stuff like that. I don't know. Create your own fantasy world and live in it and be the dictator there. Are you an introvert or an extrovert? I am an introvert, 100%. And as you guys know, extroverts, you get energy from being around other people. Introverts, you lose energy from being around other people. It doesn't mean I don't like being around other people. I love it. It's just very exhausting. But I spend a lot of time alone working on creative things or reading or just being like alone in the woods. That's where I'm really happy, so that when I am around people, I have a lot to give, because I really love being there for people and hyping other people up and being supportive and stuff like that. So I try to do a lot of work when I'm alone, so that when I'm with other people, oh, sorry, I'm doing a good stretch and it just feels so good. Let me back. Yes. Okay, we did it. Oh my goodness. Guys, I love you so much. This is great. And I know for any of you newbies who comment on videos asking for part 2s, I will never leave a series unfinished. All my series have endings. It just takes me a really long time sometimes to make parts from a series, either because I'm having trouble with my level of editing skills, or I'm waiting for audio back from someone I'm collabing with, which can take time because people are busy, or just the way my brain works. Okay, just let me tell you something about me for anyone who thought I was organized. There are times when I'm in the zone where I am super productive, super focused. I can make 3 audios in a day. I can write a bunch of stuff. I can get it recorded, edited. It's perfect. It flows. It's just fantastic. And then there will be times where I could spend the same amount of time working and nothing will get done. It won't flow. It won't work. It will be bad. I just can't do it. And the frustrating thing is I cannot dictate when these seasons of creativity happen. So when I'm in the zone, I'm in the flow, I try to just push really hard and get a lot of stuff done. But there are times where I cannot work on it because it doesn't work. That's the best way I can explain it. So thank you for being patient. I know it's frustrating to have to wait a long time to get another part, but it's probably just because I am out of that kind of creative state and I can't force it. And when that happens, I work on other things. But yeah, it's so good. So good to have all you guys. If you're curious about the theme of the channel, check out the about page, or about section. I explain it there. I have a Patreon, which is Pinecat Audio. It's 18 plus because of some of the more serious themes on there. And I just want to make sure that everyone who's part of that has the wherewithal to decide for themselves what they do and do not want to listen to, because some of it gets kind of heavy. But you are welcome there if you are over 18, and I'm really excited for this year. I love you guys. Take care. And I will see if my dog will say goodbye to you. Come here. Come here. Good girl. Good girl. Okay. Bye.